1 2 1 2. This joint right here is coming from Jesus' perspective, and he's asking each and every one of these individuals what went wrong. Check the joint. Yo, you and your man were brought together before the eyes of me. It was a surprise to me. You were too blind to see that which reminded me of a classic made-for-TV tearjerker involving young ignorant couples, innocent children, and social workers. Now I'm the leading man, which makes you the supporting actor. And a flick about how things not done in my name won't last. And that's the fact of spiritual life, but trife is what you call it. You prayed for a child, not to become an alcoholic, but you got both, and you couldn't maintain. And when I tried to step in, you started to gripe and complain. For 6 months, I watched you poison your child. It sounds strange, but in the back of my mind, I heard you tell me you changed. Finally, the 7th month, I couldn't take it no more. I rendered the devil powerless, it's so too much premature. Your baby struggling to live, and every time it would cry, it spoke to me and asked if I could give it one last try. So for your baby's sake, I didn't let it die. I breathed the breath of life inside her lungs and dried her eyes. Throughout this whole ordeal, you stayed with me and prayed with me to be forgiven. And you told me that you changed your ways if I kept your daughter living. So I'll let your daughter live so you can give it my affection. Hold her in your arms for warmth and be your soul protection. But somewhere down the line, you caught amnesia of your prayer. And when your baby cried for you, you were never there. One night she cried for hours, but the hollering ceased. Cause your daughter looked up to the heavens and asked if I could make peace. Just to think, I could've called her home any day. She's better off with me, I loved her more anyway. But still I wonder,
what went wrong? Why must I sing this song?
Do you remember back in the day when you asked me to introduce you to something you could stay true to, something that you weren't used to? Now that we were cool and I could see you change your life, I'd help you meet this lady friend of mine, worthy of a wife. But many nights while you were sowing your oats, I gave you my advice. Got all up in your head like lice, but I got tossed like wedding rice. With all the flesh covered your eyes, making you too blind to see that I've always been there for you, but you've never been there for me. But now that you were ready like Tevin for a relationship with no strings attached, but this match was made in heaven. Love blossomed, wedding plans were made, our friendship grew tight, and you said faithful to your bride. But on your bachelor's night, the party your unsaved friends threw, so you could have a ball, involved liquor and a stripper. So they weren't true friends at all, influenced by the alcohol level rising your veins. I tried to stop you, but you pushed me. You questioned why you ever changed. Needless to say, I kept on trying, but you didn't heed my warning. Your so-called friends slept late that evening, but that stripper in the morning. You thought it's just one night, but that one night you weren't protected. You neglected your priorities, your temple's been infected, not knowing at the time how that one night had changed your life. Cause what that stripper gave to you in turn, you gave to your wife. The lady friend you asked me for, the one you said you need. She couldn't stop that fatal killer, she passed it on to your seed. That one night that you let Satan take control of your dome, got you, your wife, a newborn son, and the bus to come home. Now the past not only narrow, but it's filled with guilt and pain. But if one person learns from you, all the tears won't be in vain. And I wonder,
What went wrong? Why must I sing this song?
whatever happened to passing through my section every now and then? You used to page me daily so I could make a trip around, but then you got too big for me, like Michael Jackson's album History. I taught you how to rhyme, your records went gold like rotisserie, then platinum, plus all the loot I sent you. All I wanted back was 10% of what I lent you. At first you hit me off, but then you started playing with my pocket change, and the debt began to rise like bonds do on the stock exchange. You used to have respect for me, at once you even feared me. You used to take advice from me, now you can't even hear me. I guess you think you're big time now, it's wild, but it don't seem to amaze me how you only come over my crib on Easter. It's crazy, it was only a matter of time, it could happen any day. I knew you do me wrong, but yet I still hit you off anyway. Introduced you to hip-hop solely for my father's benefit. Now you and your friends spitting profanity, just killing it. I can take it all away like Pops did Joe, but I'm not down, so friend, get your act together before Pop sends me back around. Cause in time you realize that this temporary fortune is nothing compared to the way that you'll be bent like a contortionist. Out of luck, out of hope, maybe out of death. You realize you should have followed me. Before you're out of breath, you need to think it over. Before your time on earth is done, you treat me like an enemy, and I treat you like my son. And I wonder,
What went wrong? Why must I sing this song? What went wrong? Why must I sing this song? What went wrong? Why must I sing this song? What went wrong? Why must I sing?